everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Jerry from Hawaii of the North and
Belle from Hawaii of the North.
And we are not on Hawaii of the North anymore. Temporarily, we are in Alberta. More specific, Lake Louise provincial campground in Alberta. Just outside of Canmore in the Rocky Mountains. So we'll just take you for a little tour around and show you this campsite. This is our site set up here. It's fairly big, lots of room to park. Has a fire pit, picnic table. You have to be very careful. Right now they said there's a bear. I think it's a sow bear with a couple cubs. So you just want to be careful. Leave your food stuffs in your motorhome, or in they have some bear caches here too to store your food if you're tenting. But this is no services, no hookups, no water, no power, nothing. There is a water pump down a little ways, but you can't drink the water. So make sure you come prepared to this campsite. Here's a few of the other sites. Like I said, there's lots of room. Big sites. I think ours is good for up to 65 feet.
Look at those mountains.
Yeah, look at those mountains. Everywhere you look, you're in the middle of the Rockies. So
Look at it. You have trees way up there now. You can see the trees.
yeah, there's trees way up on that one. We lived here for quite a while in this area and never really appreciated the mountains until you get away for a while. And then we moved back home to Hawaii of the North, and because we missed the ocean, and you don't really appreciate that after you've lived there for a while either till you're gone. One thing I did notice though, but man, the drivers out here, I'm thinking it's probably the same everywhere, but they are horrible. It's a 4-lane highway and you still got people cutting you off, pulling right in front for no apparent reason. It's just, and we stopped at the Costco in Calgary to fuel up. Last time I go to a Costco in the motorhome to fuel up, not worth it. Didn't even get fuel. Just lucky to get out of the parking lot without any dents and scratches on my motorhome. It was just a gong show. So that was not fun in Calgary. That was probably the worst part of our trip so far, I'm thinking. Did you enjoy Costco in Calgary?
And no. Talk about anxiety overdrive.
So you can, I think that there is the day use. This is the day use area. It was quite full yesterday with people. Yeah, we played some cards last night and I got my hands bit up with these little black no-see-ums, and Bellarama got bit up on her leg, ankles. So we were itching all night long.
Yep.
Woo, and it's windy down here. This is Lake Louise. I think it's just the widening of the Bull River. I'm not 100% sure on that. And I believe that is a limestone quarry over there to make cement. Pour the limestone out to make cement out by Lafarge, I believe. And of course more mountains. Banff will be way down there in the distance. We might get there today, not sure. Yeah, it's very smoky here today too, and very forest fire smoke. You can smell it in the air.
The little gap in the mountain there. You can't see anything. It's just a fog.
I had to even take my hat off or the wind would have blown it away. Yeah, and as I said, there's no services at this campground, and I believe there's only 2 pit toilets. One we just walked by, very smelly, and the other one's down at the opposite end of the campground. Fortunately, we don't need to worry too much about that because we got a motorhome. But you are boondocking it here, so I'm going to have to fire the generator up later on this afternoon and charge up the batteries, and we'll do some whatever we need power for. Grind some coffee. Fairly decent sights. These ones will be right onto the river, but didn't look like you could get access to the lake or anything from here. Doesn't really look like a lake or anything I'd want to swim in anyways.
No, not to swim in. It's got grass in the bottom and it's all slimy. Not to swim in.
Yeah, we couldn't put our awning out because we were a little too close to the couple of spruce trees right there, so we couldn't put the awning out, but don't really need it out. It's pretty cloudy and overcast today anyways too, so just nice to get out for a walkabout before it does decide to warm up. I don't know if it's going to warm up today or not. Yeah, and there's the other pit toilet house. And that's about all the wildlife we've actually seen on this trip, is that squirrel.
Yeah, so far. Anyways, maybe we'll see something more as we go along.
It's been kind of disappointing. Haven't seen anything. I think the deer. See more deer right in downtown Nanaimo. Alright, well, that's our little tour of this campground, and we will finish this off and maybe we'll shoot some more video. I know we're going to try and do a little hike later on today, and I'll take my big camera and get some pictures and whatnot, maybe shoot some video along with that as well, and we'll see what happens. Alright everybody, we have been camping in Alberta here for a few days now, and it is time to add a sticker to the map. Time to get that Alberta sticker put on. And there we go. We've got another province done and a whole lot of states to go. All right, well, we are getting ready to leave Lac des Arcs and head back for the BC border and going to Red Streak Provincial, Federal Park. Actually, it's a federal park in Radium. So I'm just giving the old Alice a once over, checking the oil. Was down a quart, which isn't too bad. I know these 8.1s are a little bit known for burning a little bit of oil, but they don't burn blue smoke or anything. And that was since I did the oil change on her, and we've been down the Oregon coast since then on a couple other trips. So not too bad to only burn a quart of oil. And I will fire it up and check the transmission oil and make sure that that is all good still as well. So here we are. It's a little bit raining here this morning. It rained most of the night. There's been different rain cells have been coming through all morning. I've been kind of tracking them, and it's actually stopped for a bit now. So I just wanted to get out and do my outside stuff. I've got just about everything on the outside put away, and we are ready to head down the road here soon. this campground. It's nice. Like I say, there was no services here whatsoever. There is a hand water pump for pumping water, but it is not drinkable water. So if you do come here, you want to make sure you have drinking water with you. Or self-contained units are probably the best, because these sites are huge. They're very long. I mean, I think this site was rated for 62 feet, but it's probably 100 feet long. Yeah, nice. I wouldn't want to stay here for too long, because there's not even a sani dump or anything here. So you'd have to go down back towards Calgary, I think, is the closest sani dump. We are just going to dump when we get to Red Streak in Radium, because they have a sani dump. And in that campground, I think we only have partial hookups. It's just water and power. There were some sites that were full hookups, but I didn't notice them when we booked, or I would have definitely booked into the full sites. But that's neither here nor there. We got what we got, and at least we're in, because they, I believe, are full. So this site, yeah, there weren't a lot of people here. It's just basically us and our traveling partners, and there was a few other people that were in here. But yeah, there was lots of empty sites. So that is it for this campground. Like I say, we're heading on down the road. We'll be going through the Rockies. Not sure, probably won't get any video of that. I gotta get Bellarama trained up on the camera so she can do some video shooting while we're driving. But until next time, everybody, hey, let's roll. Let's be careful out there. This is Blackfish out.